Let me check. Were we able to get any upgrades before I go out into the next run? Oh, that one's cooking. Okay, that'll take a few runs. Now I'm equal? You're making me very self-conscious. Looking at the levels, I'm definitely not equal. But it might come across that way. Okay, we're going in. Now, this is all part of our gunplay series. We have a ranking system, a scoring system, so at the end of this, we're going to give it a score before we move on to the next game. That's all part of this hypothetical Destiny 3 that we're going to create in the aggregate using math. Right, but we are going to go into the game. We'll take the assault rifle. It's the only option right now that's going to make sense.
Subject 1473.
Okay.
Testing in effect. Observation protocol.
Yep, we have a double
initiated.
jump. Okay, so we should be able to do this. We should be able to do this. And jump. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Nothing to worry about there. Pro gamer moves. Okay, we can still slide. Do the double jump after the slide. Binding just fine. That was grenades? No, that was dash. Kind of mad. YouTube won't let me set notifications. Oh, that's a good thing, I think. You don't need to be watching. Bits of debris. Which one was it to grab? There it is. Really? I don't even know what that is. This is very marathon coded, I would say. I have to stun a lot of these enemies before I can really do much damage to them. I have to adjust sensitivity, I think. Yes, good. Where are we at? We're almost at full health. Let's pick up our goobly goos. We'll quickly look around for some extra stuff. I'm surprised you can't set notifications. I'll be honest, I don't think I actively told it not to let you. But we will see. Don't think there's really anything around that I can collect up here. No, I think we're good. So this is a roguelike, obviously a little different than your typical Destiny 2. But we're picking up our upgrades. What do we got? Powerful projectile. This is our first projectile mod of the run. And damage 20% increase. I think we're gonna take it. Yes. You sent me a screenshot, but it's not important. Okay, well, I'll figure it out, you know, when I'm offline. I got so much stuff to figure out. We still need to get Triggerfire working and a bunch of other things. I made the smart decision to delete everything relating to Twitch a long time ago. So having to rebuild all this, it's a process. Whoop. There we go. Oh, okay. Okay, good thing I didn't actually. Okay, we're unable to pick up health or ammo, but we'll get an upgrade at the end of it. That's a bit of a risk. We'll try it. We'll try it. And we'll just hope it's not too, it's so smart. We'll just hope that we can make it through. Don't know how difficult this next run's gonna be, but we'll certainly find out. Yep. I've run out. I didn't wait for my boost to come back. Key move. Definitely not the first one of the day. There we go. Nice and easy. We need to start being very sparing with our ammunition, though. Where we can. So, a lot of environmental stuff, a lot of grenades, where possible. Although some of these enemies, I think I might actually have to... Something I can grab? Yes, we've got something I can grab. We whiffed it over yonder. It doesn't matter, though. Where are we at? Okay, we still got some rounds. Stun. Okay, we're getting kind of low health. That anomaly's not too bad as long as I'm staying in cover. These boys, they are a problem. Alright, 2 in the air. None on the ground? No, 1 on the ground, I see him. Getting a little bit of hide and seek, but that's not an issue. Okay, he's gone. Whiffed over yonder. Boom. Okay. Hard to say if it's worth it. We'll see what the loot gives us. Choice things reminding you of Crab Champions. Oh, is in the roguelike element of it. I still never played Crab Champions. I actually bought it for my wife to play, but never got around to it myself. Right, rare chest. Big loot time. Okay, we got a pink. Increases melee damage when sliding. Do you know what? I never fuck with the melee. We could. Partially refill current weapon magazine after killing a staggered enemy. If it's refill and not reload, as in it spawns ammunition, that's gonna be pretty damn good if we stick to gunplay. Adds a 3-round burst mode to your weapon, increases the damage in that fire mode. But it does use up more rounds, I think. I'll still go for it. Take that one. We're going to switch over to 3-round burst. Boom, boom, boom. Still got a regular chest. It's so good. We will see. It won't fall into our gunplay series, I can imagine. I have some pretty damn good options available right now there. But maybe we can all pick that up in Discord at some point. Oh, so we can still get the melee one. That's surprisingly good luck. Increases damage from destruction debris. I do like blowing up architecture. Fires a burst of fire, so this is actually an actual ability. I haven't been too impressed with fire. I might go with melee. Made stream when? Hey, this is a limited run, this streaming thing, so I don't think it'll be anytime soon. Maybe if we do like some sort of charity thing in the future. That would require a Scrooge McDuck level of money going to charity. A big old bag of ducats to make that happen. Right, what we got? Sets projectile ammo to 0 in exchange for 1 corrupted module. Let's projectile ammo to 0 in exchange for 1 corrupted module. We don't want any corrupted modules. I'm gonna say no. That seems like a negative, with the trade-off also being a negative. Alright, we're gonna take our little companion cube with us. And we're gonna make a big entrance. Oh, is it literally just this? Okay. This is just an objective. This isn't even it's a learning experience. It's a learning experience. Get up. somehow jumped up with my character, as if that would make a difference. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, a big old pile of ducats for charity. I'm running out of environment. Oh, the burst mode. Okay, I don't think I like that. Akin to a pulse rifle. Finally, someone got stunned. Stunned enemies are the ones that drop loot. Not loot, ammunition, health, all that good stuff. Like that, which we needed. Don't know where that grenade went, but we'll... Okay, that was our sliding melee attack. Yeah, I might change off this this mode. Trying to find an environmental thing we could fuck with. Area failed. No. God. Make up for it. Make up for it. Dang, I was so busy trying to survive. Wasn't doing the objective. Okay, they just drop explosives. Cool. But yeah, this game's very marathon coded in its art style. We don't hold that against it. Eliminate the entity in zone 1 to gain access to the first gate. Okay. I think this is the only way we want to go. Yep. Big moves. We deserve that. Got a little careless. I like to say we need to play this more safe, but I don't think that's even possible. Oh, it's one of you! Oh dear, okay. Damn pulse rifle. When you really need it to do some heavy damage, it ain't doing it. This is no Outbreak perfected, I'll tell you that for nothing. Oh, got me. Alright, well that was a warm-up run. That was a warm-up run. Brutal too. There's no let up. Whoop, indeed. Well, that's what this game mode is about. Or this genre, I should say. We can afford some upgrades. Decrease the dash cooldown, increase max health. I think we need that. I think we can all agree. Okay, how's our little upgrade coming along? 18%. Okay. We need a death counter, that's what we need. Alright, this time we're gonna get on the elevator. Wouldn't mind us unlocking that shotgun. If you really want to test how good the gunplay is in the game, you try out shotgun.
Subject 1473. Testing in effect. Observation protocol initiated.
A little bit of Tony Hawk on the way. Single motion. Oh, beautiful. Oh, he went flying. Whoa, hey, buddy. Let's not maintain some safe COVID distances here. swish. The sideways sliding whilst being able to shoot. Things like that are so important for that flow criteria when it comes to good gunplay. You know, being able to transition from a slide to a jump to a dash, then into shooting. That kind of movement tech and skill expression, super important. Super important for good gun feel. There he is. Well, that one went a little better, didn't it? I'm open to feedback and critique on my gameplay. I have nothing wrong with that. Pretty as harsh as you want. Okay, we got some little extra currencies over here, so we'll grab these. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Right, first upgrade. Designate a target area to receive a missile strike. Oh, suddenly we're going full Helldivers too. You know, danger hot. Danger close, sorry. Increases grenade destruction radius. That actually... That's kind of the one. We need grenades to get stuns. We need grenades to really affect high density ads in particular. All right, let's go with an obelisk thing. We grind. Yep, I nailed it. Could double your credits and health, or could halve them. Alright, tell me guys, how lucky are we today? Have any of you had some good signs? Are we feeling that luck? Any 4-leaf clovers? Let's do it. Let's do it. Alright, we ball. We ball at half health. That was mean. You buy your ticket, take your chance. Oh, did I not make it? Okay. Double jump not available? Take that. Oh, it really does limit the health. Okay. Come on. There's a grenade you did. That. We'll just have to make do with the half health. Reduces prices of shop items, fires a burst of fire. Okay, we've seen that. That's the ability one. Proximity Destructor. Okay, I'm intrigued. Let me go see what this actually does for us here. Well now. I was hopeful, but that is pretty good. We can drop a building on someone. I think I'll take that. One thing I do want to change though. Controls. Not auto sprint, but a toggle sprint. There we go. There it is. Oh, that's so much better. That's so much better for my little thumbs. Okay. What did I just pick up without reading? We don't know, but can we view it? Weird. Slot it in. Breaks nearby enemies. Okay, so that's fine. We can do that together. So if I were to do this, I could toggle between them. Storm Cycler and the Destructor. Although I think the Destructor is the winner on this one. Close that down. There. Okay. What do we got? I'm still trying to figure out what all these symbols mean. Obviously, we know what the obelisk is. I know what this thing is. This is more of the do a challenge in the next room and then you get a prize, as opposed to the entire run. I believe with this, is it that way around? Maybe it's the other way around. I don't know if that's a boss enemy, or if I think this is guarding something while enemies attack you, which is the one we failed last time. So we're not going to learn from our mistakes, and we are going to go the other way. See what the obelisk will give us this time, because again, the RNG. RNGesus. Spend all your currency for one legendary module. How many credits have we got? We got 38 credits, so that's worth it. Projectiles will create a small explosion on collision. Weapon mod. Alright. So, like, explosive rounds? I mean, that was worth it. We barely had any money. So to convert that into a massive mod like that. Is obviously huge. Struggling to find something I can grab. So if you see me kind of not shooting, it's because I'm spamming the grab button to try and find an item I can pick up. Still trying to figure out how to deal with kind of up-close enemies like this. You know, I don't want to just be sitting at the back of the map trying to pepper them from a distance. That ain't the way to go. Beautiful, beautiful. Can we get the arc right on this? Yeah. If it's just these goobers, then we might be okay. He says as he immediately takes damage. Boom. Easy as you like. And we love loot, we love experience, let's pick up all that good stuff. Have a little rummage around for some extras. We are obviously now incredibly poor. It's just a regular box, but this is some ducats. Take those. Oh, and we'll almost fall off the map. All planned. Did it for the star points. And trapped. Destruction will drop freezing bombs. Chance to freeze nearby enemies, but consumes 2 ammo per shot. So that is an alternate fire. Okay. Additional projectile is greatly effective against structures. We don't need any help destroying structures. We're good at blowing up buildings. In the game. Let's just be clear. Game. We're going to take the freezing cascade. If it's a passive mod, I haven't got to press any buttons to do it. That sounds good to me. Alrighty then. I guess now we have to go this way that we went. We chose not to go before. Thank goodness Mantle exists. Go. Ooh, didn't wait for my boost to come back then. That was fucking close. Slide, we move. I hear the enemy. Oh, it's one of those things. Biblically accurate angel. Did we get a grenade up there? Oh my goodness, thread nest. Okay. Not a terrible start, not a terrible start. We move on. I think you got to keep chipping away at it. I think that's the way. Kind of cool. I was gonna say we're gonna kite around the building, but oh no! Wow. Anybody's a mod in here? Could you delete that chat? Ew. Ban that person to the shadow realm. Don't want AI bots. I barely want people to watch me stream, let alone have an AI bot fake some viewing number. I can't even see how many people are viewing. I'll keep it that way. You say in Wales, V. Energy projectile with low gravity and a slight damage increase. Plasma projectile mod. Weapon mod. Projectiles will ricochet to the closest target. I have poor aim. If it means it'll bounce off a wall and hit someone, then I might take it. What lie? Increases weapon damage, but projectiles move in random patterns. 40% less accuracy. A whole 4. Don't tell me. I don't ever want to know how many people are watching. That's okay. Like 4, 1, 0. That's okay with me. I'm doing this as part of a project anyway, so I need the footage, I need the research, the actual gameplay as well. So if nobody watches this, I'm okay with that one. But I'm appreciative of the people who are here, including you. Right, let's grab this one, I think. Potato aim. What do we got? Okay. We're pretty good. We're pretty set. We're not too hurt. Okay, you deal less damage in all caps. Corruption will remove on next clear. Practice in all caps is what concerns me. The same 4 you would see in Discord? Probably. I know there's people who sometimes pop in who aren't really active in the Discord, but hey, if that's the way it is, that's the way it is. Alright, we're gonna have to knuckle down on this one. If we're doing less damage. So I could get myself an extra 2 corruptions, get myself an extra 2 chests maybe before the next fight. I don't know if it works that way. Ooh, too much. Okay. You receive more damage. Fantastic. Okay. I'm gonna say no to that one. I think that's just a bridge too far for us. Let's move on to the next one though. Let's see if we can deal with this instead. Unable to pick up health or ammo. We did that last time. We'll take that one. We're going to double up on our malfunctions or whatever you want to call corruptions. I think they're called corruptions. The grenade over yonder to start the fight is just perfection. Trying to get them all kind of gathered in a little area together just so I can do maximum damage with these grenades. Maximum stuns too. They keep bouncing up and falling back down. I don't know how to deal with them. Yep. Need an item to grab, but I'm quite far away from the structures. We're gonna move around. Get a tree. Gonna move away, try and get some distance. Regroup. Grab this explosive. Should get that engineer. We should be able to take him out. Another explosive, I think. They are pretty much an instant stun. Ooh. I'm feeling the less damage thing. That's a big one for me. Shout out to the dubstep soundtrack in 2026. Just used that destruction ability, sent them fucking packing. Wonderful. Dropping a building on an enemy. It's just nothing quite like it. Ooh, first of all, currency. Let's just get a priority straight here. Gotta get paid if we're gonna do this. Okay, if there's an explosive box, we're gonna... Stunned. I'm gonna try and keep my eye on the projectiles around me because I need to be able to dodge them. It's an explosive. Okay, off this chair. I'll send whatever I can get. There we go. Beta. None of you doubted me for a second. This is our payoff. Rare chests ×2. Destruction will drop freezing bombs. I think did we already have that? Am I going crazy here? Destruction will drop freezing bombs. So, gonna move this over here. We're gonna put this one there, that one there. Then we're gonna get a second freezing cascade. See if we can double up that ability. Maybe. Freezing time for a short duration. That is underrated. Adds a charge shot fire mode, 1000% extra damage. Okay, no, never mind. We're taking that one. So, with that in mind, charge shot, 1000% extra damage. That's not too bad. I was thinking there will be a longer wait period to be able to fire that. That seems all right. We're gonna take it. One more purple. For a brief duration, any attack that could apply an elemental stack will have a 100% chance. It's an ability mod, though. It's a digital projectile. Fire rate increases the longer the trigger is held, revved up. Only for the full auto mode, though. Do you know what? I don't really want any of these, but we might take the projectile, I suppose. Equip it. Finally, adds a semi-auto. I don't want semi-auto fire. Increases damage from destruction debris. That would be really good to pair with our like building destruction power. I'll take that any day. Okay, enemy and then an obelisk. We can do that. Eek. Thought I dodged it. Okay, so we definitely need to get a stun early on to get a heal. Could duplicate a random module from inventory or could delete it. Oh. Surely we wouldn't lose out twice to one of these. Mod duplicated. Which one specifically was duplicated? That would be the digital projectile effective against structures. Okay, well, I guess I can put it on for now. What's this one? Enable all disabled slots. Oh, no. Okay, so no, we put this on. Yes. Okay, actually, no, let's rearrange them. Let's put that there. I think that actually gives us more slots, so... Lovely. Oh, okay, there is a quick swap. Quick swap. Wait, hang on. Where's our charge shotgun? Can I just not have both? If I take this off... I've now lost it. Interesting. So I definitely want to have my charge shot. Don't you dare take that away from me. So would I want to put that immediately on? So weird. It just disabled. Oh, now it's back. It is back now. Can I just can't quick swap. Okay. Okay, so I have to do that one through the menu, but I can definitely do the G one for now. That's fine. We'll manage. Put a menu on for us. Pick up all of the heals we can get. I thought I dodged through those, but I suppose not. Right, these anomalies, they need to go. Do you want to talk about the complete whiff of the throw I just did? I need to acknowledge that. Right there. Screw that lamppost in particular. I'm trying to get the arc right on this throw. There we go. Oh, okay. Thought we were done with these guys, but not. Okay, so on the cards from... I swear I saw another dude running around, but... Okay. Well, yes, there they are. Are they all hiding on the other side of the map beforehand? Okay, we definitely need to get a stun where we can. That one? Yep, like that one. Goodness. I don't get a lot of heals, I'll be honest, but... the amount of times these guys are bobbing and weaving. They can duck, dip, duck, dive, and fucking dodge. There's the stun, that's what I needed. try the charge shot though. Is that 1,000 times more damage? I think I'm missing something there. That didn't seem to. I expected a little more than that. If we're talking about breaking the game with math, or at least breaking the game down with math, that was not 1,000 times more damage per shot. So something is wrong in the state of Denmark. That did not work right. That one was a stun, so that's good. And we missed the grenade. What a way to end that run. Still, the flow of this combat, even for someone like me, a bit of a Luddite using a controller, I still feel like I can pull off some badass moves at times. So, very impressed. Bo? Hey, my beautiful wife is here. Hello, hello, hello. Physics projectile. Ice wave charge. Freezing enemies could be good. Unlimited grenades. No cooldown for a short amount of time. Although another linear invoker for our longevity would be good. Although, I guess, where would I want to... Let's move things around. If I move all of these over here, the linear invoker would give me maximum effectiveness there? Maybe? We'll figure it out. Seems about right anyway. I'm sure there's more to this in terms of what you can link together and having extra effects. Don't know if it explained it to us in the tutorial. Maybe I just didn't read it.
You're approaching a zone entity. They're strong, difficult fights, designed to break you down. I'd wish you luck, but that won't save you. Keep your finger on the trigger, and don't hesitate.
Well. Are we just going in here? All right. We're going in. Some boss attacks release debris chunks. Use the gravity tether to pick up and throw them. Staggering a boss will release health and ammo. Okay. That's what I was curious about. Interesting. Oh! Okay, it's a triple. It's a triple. That's okay. Why did I not dash when I tried to then? This is freaking cool. I will say that. I know I'm taking a ridiculous amount of damage right now, but this is fucking awesome. It's close to a stun though. I actually disagree with that one, but that's the health that I needed. Oh, the grenade went over yonder again. Oh God, Roach is like a Dark Souls protagonist. Oh, I thought I was dashing. I wasn't dashing through. Look at his health. Look at his health. And sometimes I'm pressing the grenade button instead of the dash button. So I'm just running through projectiles. No. That would have been our first boss.
You're back. Still breathing. Well, let's give it a minute.
That was cool. That was an impressive boss fight. Again, very Returnal, very bullet hell. I loved all of that. Making good progress as well. And 73% of the way to finding the crit. Good. All the help I can get. Now we have a little bit of currency. The dash cooldown, that'd be good if I can remember to press the right button when we want to dodge. I don't need the recycler. I'm kind of getting better at remembering those explosive cubes, because those explosions seem to stun the first time when we throw them at an enemy. So we'll increase our health a bit more. We could do it again. Megan again with the crab champions. Maybe we'll see if we can all play that later. I'll see if Moon is up to it after work. Maybe. It's an amazing game. Okay. I will be the judge of that. The crab trap. That sounds nasty. Crab trap.
Testing protocol has been triggered. Observation of subject 1473. Begin.
Fuck your drywall. You're on the way. Good start. Grenade over yonder. I didn't really need to waste that on him. It's a lowly enemy. But fuck it, we go. Yes, yes, yes. Ooh. Is that flawless? That might be flawless. Oh, fuck all your gaming setups. Good destruction, man. Just you don't see destruction like that in enough games. I get it can be difficult, you know, kind of like voxel-based destruction, but man, it feels good to just fuck up a building. Wrong button. That button. Reminds me of Mercenaries back in the day. You could do orbital strikes to blow up buildings on this PS2 game. Very impressive tech at the time. Okay. An energy projectile with low gravity and a slight damage increase. Projectiles. So that's an alt fire, maybe. Increasing that melee damage, right? And that's the nade rage. Gamer nade rage. We'll take the plasma. Alrighty then. Okay. Could double your credits and health or halve them. Okay. We're going back into the well of good luck. Okay, we did this last time on this particular obelisk, and it halved our money and it halved our health. Surely that wouldn't happen again, right? Yes. Okay, we doubled our health. We doubled our... Oh, God! Game did not like our good luck. This game is fucking awesome, I have to say. Just the gameplay feels so... Dare I use the word tight? Again, indie game. $15 probably on the store. How can you not for that price? It has a story too. I mean, obviously we've been skipping through large swathes of it because we're focused on the gameplay for our little project. Okay, I see the enemy behind me. Oh, I didn't realize there were that many. Now, I know we have a lot of Louisiana natives here right now. Have any of you, in your travels over the past week or two, encountered any World Cup holiday makers, visitors from other countries? I'm curious. See, we're not out in the sticks where I am here in Georgia, but we're not, in the center of Atlanta. We're like a good hour away at least, so we're not necessarily seeing that mix of people coming in. Curious if you do see them. I've been enjoying the World Cup quite a bit. You don't leave your house. You're right. Maybe I just picked the wrong group of people to ask. We're in our 30s. We stay at home now and we eat snacks. Foolish of me. Foolish of me to ask. Alright, projectiles will fire from the sky instead of from your weapon? Besides the McDonald's FIFA, you'd say no. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's been like an oversaturation. I think like so many commercials are suddenly being soccer related. And yeah, obviously you've got the McDonald's commemorative cups and whatnot. What are you eating, dog? Awesome. Yeah. Right, okay. Increase the melee when oh man, I wish I had picked up that melee mod now. Because that would have paired wonderfully, like a fine Chianti, with our other melee mod. Okay. I'm curious what the Skyfire mod is, but it sounds dreadful. Like it's just not going to work out. We'll take the melee. We'll take the melee. Let's not overcomplicate it. Deal additional damage whilst ability is charging. Increase damage for a period of time after dashing. That I like a lot. Does it tell you how long? No. Creates a burst of corrosive fluid, damaging targets and inflicting corrosion. That's also an ability mod. Okay. I like the increased damage after dashing. If I can keep up with the dashes over and over, now that we have the cooldown reduced as well, we could potentially keep a 25% damage increase almost infinitely. We will be moving around like an epileptic, but we can work with that. I don't remember the actual name of the area in Destiny 2, but this reminds me a lot of the intro to Ghost of the Deep. That little area that you start out in above ground. for you, Delve. Which I think was in like a previous campaign or something. Something nostalgia. Okay, no health or ammo pickups, but we will get a chest. I think it's worth the risk. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Now the US plays today, actually. Go America. We'll be watching that one, hopefully. That starts fairly soon today. 3 o'clock my time. Okay, yeah, we got time. We haven't got to worry about that right now. Okay, so no health, no ammunition. Now we got limited bullets, so you're all gonna have to share. Slide into melee. Took a bit of damage there. I should probably have committed that soon. I was really hoping those containers would move a bit more when I did that. Oh, that got a good stun. That was a good stun right there. Good environmental stun. Wonderful. That worked out so well. Better than I ever could have intended. Don't stand still. That's the key. Stop standing still. Cranky ass old man. I hope you don't mean me. I take objection to. Well, no, all of those words are accurate for me. Yeah, I accept it. Not even kidding, but his name was Ray. I have no idea what that has to do with anything. Now, if you find a Ray out in the wild, they tend to be cranky. The average age of someone with the name Ray is probably about 85 years old. Impact loader. Hitting an enemy with a thrown object will add ammo back to the magazine. Hello. You like that one a little bit. You had 2 clients back to back from Shreveport, Louisiana. Not the Shreveport. Could have been Troy. Who knows? I think the freezing time. Love to freeze time in real life sometimes. Give me a little bit of time for a nap. Slow-moving orb with a large amount of air resistance deals radial damage and projectile expires. So like I send out like a bubble that moves quite slowly. It's a large amount of air resistance. It'll be moving slowly. And then when it pops, or it finishes its run, projectiles go everywhere? I don't know. Throwing knife? Open any slot in a 3-slot vicinity downwards. We'll take that one because... 3 slots downwards? Is there... Where would be the optimal spot for that? Everywhere you put it, it's only going to give you 2. Right? Yeah. Well, better than nothing. We make do, we make do. To the grind. Ooh, okay, careful, careful. Got a little... Oh, he came in so fast. What on earth are we dealing with? Give me anything to throw. An office chair, it'll do. These are not your regular ignies. These guys are not being stunned very easily. Right, I need the health, I need the health, I need the health. Thank you. Where you at? I've got a pallet. Pause time temporarily. Let's get some damage in on these guys. Oh, mother. God, what is going on? Oh yeah, I know I'm hurting. Don't worry. I can see a game. This is like non-stop. That was mental. Come the fuck on. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. That was indeed a fatal error.
I have to say, it's strange being the one not doing the dying part. Because, well, I'm already dead. I appreciate you taking that burden from me.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Okay, greatly increases crit damage. This is what we wanted. We found the Critussi. So does that stay unlocked now? The old dude kept interrupting you, and then you got so irritated when I just sat there quietly, not answering his question until he stopped being an ass finally. He was like, what? Why are you taking so long? It's because... Oh, okay. Well, look. You're gonna get these fuckheads in any line of work, especially when they're called Ray. Right, it sounds like you handled it well. Yeah, I think you handled that very well. This is only Zone 1. We can't even get out of Zone 1.
Testing protocol has been triggered. Observation
Fitting
of
for certain,
subject
yeah.
1473. Begin.
Almost. Finished my pubic hair with that thing. That was brutal. Some of this, you pagan. Coming through. Have a potted plant, please. Potted plant for you. Oh, the building's being dropped. Time to get out. I think part of the issues, I'm trying to get stun kills on everything just to try and get infinite healing. And I think sometimes I have to just accept. I just need to destroy the enemy, not worry about it. Despite the useful things you get with the stun. Oh, so he's up there. Let's destroy the floor. That's a floating one. Okay. We've got another potted plant here. Have some Monstera Deliciosa. Pretty poor people, a whole different breed from down here. More like South Arkansas people. Damn. Tribalism even within Louisiana is ridiculous. Oh yeah, they're from Louisiana, but they're not really Louisiana. Crazy. You feel like this game is more serious than Crab Champions? I mean, judging by the name alone, I'm gonna go with correct. And yes, I said that deliberately. Rather than Arkansas. It's Arkansas. It's a long-running joke in our Discord. Semi-auto fire modes. Increased damage when the final selected. Ew, brother, ew. We say it to piss off our Arkansas native, who sometimes pops into the stream. Objects thrown with gravity tether will freeze enemies. Okay, we throw a lot of objects. We throw a lot of furniture. We throw a lot of plants. I'm going to take that upgrade. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take it smiling. Stuff. Any more upgrades? Materials? Yes. Right, what do we got? Either some loot or a possible malfunction. We're going to go with the loot. Yep, landed it. Yeah, I did say it deliberately. Mispronouncing things on purpose is one of my favorite things to do. Especially when I lived in Wales. Oh boy. You know, there's words there that are double L, like the word starts with double L. And it's a noise that's to make the correct sound for that double L, which is a single letter in the Welsh alphabet. It kind of, you have to, not everyone can make the mouth shape to do it. So, you know, I used to live in a place called Llandailo, which was double L, so it's ll. It's a strange kind of lisp sound in your mouth. But if you ever pronounced it just Llandailo, oh boy, you pissed off the natives. Big time. Big insult. No, my monies! I think I might have lost those if they went in the water. Phew. Oh, I thought I just dodged it. Alright. We're okay. Oh, we've gone to Mexico. Everything's turned sepia tone. Oh no, I've got anomalies and ads. I need to stop. Oh my goodness. If this also freezes enemies then without this ability, it's going to be very useful. It's like an instant stun on like all these goobers, basically. We found the new strat. Instant stun on all of them. But we have run out of things to throw all the times. Owie. Oh, we're stuck in the environment. Nice. Can I pick up some debris? I need to go blow up something to make some debris for us. It doesn't quite trivialize the game. I'd love to take on that previous boss with this ability. Thing I've noticed, these ads, they can kind of predict where you're going. The amount of times I'm running and I'll do like a slide and they will throw a projectile to where I'm going to be rather than where I am. Very aggressively. Well, we're at full health. There is a plethora, a cornucopia of extra healing items lying around, which is a waste, but move on. We did good. We did good. Right, fire chest. Objects thrown with gravity inflict fire. We don't want that if it's going to replace freezing one. Increase damage to burning targets. If I could take both of those, that would have been lovely, but buys a burst of fire. I'll take that one because that's not going to fuck with any other parts of our build. Boom, boom, boom. yeah, and hell yeah. Alright, we haven't actually visited the store yet in the game. We have 117 goobly goos to spend. Might do that, and then just have a regular enemy encounter. Oh, that went... Oh, that was close. That was a clench moment right there. But cracked a walnut doing that one. Okay. Extra damage to staggered enemies. That's fucking brilliant. Open any slot in a 3-slot vicinity. We currently have loads of slots free. Increase damage for a period after dashing. Do we already have that? Oh, that was the previous run. Okay. Powerful projectile imbued with electricity. Okay, well, we'll take this one. Costs 31. And we're also going to take this one for sure. And I mean, when we don't spend our money very often, we tend to die and lose it, so we'll take the Invoker as well. What did that say? 3 slots and a downward again. Such a problematic one. There we go. And I could have re-rolled, but I wasn't against those upgrades. Quick look around, see if we have any boxes to destroy. Nothing here. Negative, Ghost Rider. We are going on. I don't know what went on there. I saw him and I just completely ignored the enemy that was standing right next to me. The daisy. Ooh! Almost cut my head off with that one. Gotta remember what got us to the show here. Throwing projectiles is the way. Oh, I missed him with a melee. No. Okay. Recovered. Okay, I feel more dangerous. I'm feeling good in myself right now. Okay, we can do this. Taking this with us too. Box stays on. Okay, an extra projectile, imbued with ice. We're not really using the alt fires very often. I think it's just too much for my little brain. Enable any disabled slots in the adjacent... I mean, I guess I'll take that for now in the hope that we'll get some good stuff. Bit of a gamble on myself to think that we can do it, but... Take the money. What's the box? The box comes with... The box comes with... We send it with us through the... Oh no! Oxy, no! We died for its sins. Now the box is gone. Oh, okay, he's got an interesting attack pattern. Okay, we're gonna get around. We're gonna go around and we're gonna run away. And we're gonna keep running until we can't see him anymore. And then we're gonna run a little bit more. Where'd he go? Told you, we're just built different this round. Oh yeah. Can't be British if I'm not taking a fucking traffic cone with me. Go hang this on top of a statue, as is the way. I can't just put it down. Okay. Alright. Enables all slots in the current column. We don't need any more of these, I don't think. Greatly decreases accuracy but increases hip fire. Do you know what? I don't do hip fire shooting very often. An energy projectile with low gravity. Okay, well, we don't... really want any of those, but I guess we'll end up taking this one because I don't want the rest. Okay, we'll take that. What's this? What's this? So, could I put these together, maybe? Oh, yeah, it does do something. The repeater effect adds additional inflictions of the status. We don't do it very often, but we do have a little fireball, little David Copperfield kind of fire paper attack. We move on. Okay, what does the obelisk have for us today? Could double your credits and health, or could halve them. All right, we've already done this once. Twice, sorry. With a 50% success rate. I don't think we should push our luck. I'm feeling good about this run. Chest, store, enemy. Store, obelisk, enemy. We'll go this way, right? More goodies. More loot. Okay, we're good. Now we can make it in, so... Chest first, it said. What is this? A rare currency. Okay, that's voidium. Don't actually need the ammunition. What's all this? Oh no, look at all of these destroyed mechs. What a shame. Okay. A little bit of lore. We'll skip this for now because we are here specifically for the gunplay. We only have 52 ducats to spend. They'll wander around here. All right, okay. Okay, so that changes the fire into an ice attack. Increases my accuracy while airborne. Are we airborne very often, or are we more kind of sliding everywhere? Powerful projectile imbued with electricity, or just increase weapon accuracy flat. I think that would be the one. Hold and equip that. That's a worthwhile investment. That is definitely not something I want to snooze on. Okay, there's no project. Uh-oh. I blew up on the environment. I didn't even get them. Ooh, I said I felt different, but my god, these guys really do take that personally. Forget what got us to the show. Throwing shit at their faces. Oof, see, we're just taking a lot of damage. We're face tanking so much damage. But because we're getting stuns off so often, there is a bit of survivability in there. The enemies definitely took it personally that I felt dangerous. I found. Oh, we're still good. We're still good. Let's just go We'll jump through some of these office buildings, see if there's any loot. Excuse me. No, nothing for us here. That digital projectile bollocks. Meleeing an enemy will reset dash cooldown. That's good. In a clutch moment where I'm suddenly swarmed with enemies like close up, that one would be good. I rate it quite highly. Ooh, premium ducats. Thank you very much. You receive more damage from enemies, but the corruption will move on to the next clear and we'll get an extra chest. What is the next enemy? Is it just... If it's a boss, like an elite, then I might struggle, but we'll take it. That was just like a different way to come, but we can't go back there, so... I like the game so far. Okay, no, these are just regular. These are my people. These are fine. Okay. Throw over yonder. Really looking for some items to throw at the moment. There we go. We did the reloads, but I didn't quite get the stun kill off. Boom. Key reload. There we go. Okay, got him. For some reason it feels like we have less ammo in the magazine. I could be wrong. We really want to get a stun up on this guy. Damn. But we have to be getting close to the boss fight now. Well, we are much lower health. Okay, something good. Greatly increase the magazine size. I was just speaking about that. We just willed this into existence. So that will increase our magazine size. I can get more shots off at once. But in one burst. I'm having a lot of trouble where I'm stunning an enemy and then I'm not able to capitalize on it straight away. Slow moving orb, that's a slow moving orb. Powerful projectile imbued with fire. That's another one. Fire several highly inaccurate projectiles. That's just my shooting in general. We don't need more of that. Thank you very much. Okay. So what we want to do... Oh no, that's not quite the same, is it? That's an alt fire mod. Yeah, okay. Okay, well, it'll be good for the boss fight, probably. Which looks like it could be coming up right now. Alright, everyone, interlock your fingers. We're here in the prayer circle. We're gonna make this. Oh! Oh! He moves around like a madman. But then subsequently so do I. Wait, what? Did we do it? Did we do it? Third phase. You son of a bitch. Oh, they really do track to you. Holy shit. And I can't dodge. It doesn't let me dodge. I need to get these on target. Do we do it?
Zone 1 completed. No deviation from expectations. Continue to Zone 2.
Yeah. Win for the good guys. Another decryptor, some ammunition, goobly goos and doobly does, a little bit of health. Ooh, man, a 3-phase fight. I didn't see it coming. But the fire damage, huge, huge for us there. It was him or me in that final section. Oh fucking yeah, we did it.
Subject 1468. Your algorithmic efficiency has dropped below acceptable levels. You will now face permanent decimation. The program thanks you for your unwavering support. Subject decimated. Subject 1473. Connection restored. Zone 2 assimilation complete. Maintain position. Subject world generation in progress.
That's what happened to me. When the program deemed you unsuitable, you're decimated. Deleted from the system. To where? I have no clue. I wasn't meant to survive. But here I am. Now, I'm your problem. That access point is now unlocked. But there's more gates behind it. Keep going. See if you can take down more zone entities. Destabilize the program even more.
Environment initialized. Granting subject equipment. Grapple hook. Greater distances can now be traversed. Continue testing when ready.
Good luck.
Dare I say, there's a grapple hook. Ooh, enemies definitely hit a little harder here. Dangerous, but we need to go in and get that heal. But that drone in particular. Ooh, we got hit. We got hit. He went down. That was a much better run, though. Very tanky enemies.
New run, new chances, same inevitable suffering. Let's see how long you last this time.
Right, what can we research? Burning Cascade. Sounds like a venereal disease. Let's do it. Did that not do it? Oh, initiate research. Dummy. Okay, that only requires us to go through 9 rooms, so that should come about pretty damn quick. Snipers encrypted still. We can't take that. We want to go that way. Now we can buy some upgrades too. 91 ducats available. We could boost our health up the final time. 50% max health. More explosives because they were so valuable last time. Yes. Still not authorized? There we go. We hacked it. We bypassed the mainframe. We did it. What's this? Skins? We have skins? Alright, well, we have to unlock them first, and we haven't got any of that currency, whatever that is. What is that currency? It doesn't tell you when you hover over it.
You're slipping further into cracks that shouldn't exist. Off grid, off the record. Whatever equipment is down here, take it.
This is the big test, okay? We're going for gunplay feel. We have an entire matrix because we're going to be doing this statistically. I'll go through the board later. So after this run, we would have tried pistol, assault rifle, and shotgun. And we'd be able to give this game a final score when it comes to the gunplay field before we move on to the next one. So, very happy we have the shotgun. I'm curious how that's going to limit us when it comes to long-range enemies and encounters. It means they're going to have to get right up in their face. Do I go back up? What's... Yeah, we'll take the shotgun. So do you have to go through zone 1 every time?
Subject 1473. Initiating protocol for analysis.
Fair enough.
Observation.
Oh, clearing a zone will reveal shortcuts to future runs. I should have just waited for it to tell me the answer. Shortcuts allow accelerated traversal through the zone. These pathways come equipped with limited resources to offset the missed loot opportunities.
Phase begin.
So we might not necessarily want to skip because we'll lose out on our upgrades. We're going to go full bore this time. Then we'll do a run, maybe skipping that, and we'll kind of compare and contrast. Oh! Okay, so quick reload on the shotgun. I was worried that maybe the individually loading shells or something. Shotgun feels nice. Again, it feels chunky. If that makes sense as a description of a gun. Quit dodging my office chairs. Good stuff. Reasonable range too for a shotgun. There's definitely a drop off, but it's nowhere near as significant. And obviously we have our grapples we can use now, which is going to make aerial traversal so much better. Being around. Still not getting up there though. Good God, Spider-Man all over again. Was there actually anything up here to get? No, there wasn't. Good progress. Okay, corrosive projectile mod. Static electricity burst, damaging targets and inflicting electricity. That could be good. That's a semi-auto fire mode to a shotgun. Oh. You didn't even have to ask. Still need to figure out what this means, so we're going to go this way, and then I'll just try and remember what on earth it was.
Subject alert. Any entity attempting egress from the containment area will fail. There's finished. You remain.
Where are we? Where are you? Okay, is that all it was? Just some extra little goodies? Good to know. I guess it's randomized, so we could end up with a enemy encounter instead. Maybe. Well, I'm impressed. I'd say sound, maybe not quite up there. But every other part of the feel, big fan of it so far. I'm a VOIDBREAKER shotgun enjoyer, dare I say. I was trying to melee. I pressed the wrong button. Beautiful. So, ourselves a little palette cleanser. Some awful dad humor. Okay, increase our grenade damage. Big fan of that. That digital projectile, not so much. Increases our reload speed. Oof. It's kind of wonderful, though. Gonna do that. We have 100 ducats, so we're gonna go this way. Spend those. Adds a canted angle sight. Whoa. A canted angle sight. What does that mean? What does that actually literally mean? A canted angle sight or offset sight is a secondary aiming device mounted at a 45-degree angle alongside a primary magnified optic. Allows shooters to transition instantly between long range and close quarters targets just by slightly rolling the rifle. Ah, that's a canted sight. The more you know. We don't need that for a shotgun because we're not really going to be challenging long range enemies. But for other guns, worth noting. Knife throw slightly increases our weapon damage by 20%. Yeah, I think it's going to be that. First and foremost. We'll take the throwing knife. As an ability mod. Now let's embrace the Destiny 2 Hunter fully here. Feels good, man. Feels very good. Done them with the building. Health items around. I'm not sure they despawn at all, so I need to get into account. Still not full health, but we're pretty damn close. Sliding generates a trail of electrical damage. We do like to slide. We're slippery fuckers. Additional mid-air jump. And now we're definitely devolving into Destiny 2 Hunter territory here. When they get a triple jump. Increases damage to burning targets. We do not have a burning ability at the moment. I don't think we're gonna get one. Would an extra jump help us more than the slide? It's a rare mod. We'll take it. Oh yeah, there's the triple jump. So, enemies on top of enemies with a chest afterwards. Mantle, thank you. Whoa, what the That was rude. A giant piece of debris just came flying at me for zero fucking reason. What did I do to you? Where's the entity? There he is. One of those. Okay. Well, let's get ourselves some explosives. Oh, we actually hit him. Oh, God. We fought you before. Didn't like it. Sound like they were always going backwards here, but... Ooh. Shotgun. Oh, this thing's got the meats. What about Arby's? Just a real chunky feel, like I said. That's...
You'll figure it out soon enough. Your purpose here. It's for him to observe and learn from you. We're just cogs in his machine. Rats in a cage. Fuel for the ever-evolving algorithm. You'll become autonomous soon. At first, you'll fight it. 1 year in, you'll question if you'll ever get out. 5 years in, it just becomes normality. 10 years, you lose your sense of self. You just exist. That's why we have to escape. Don't end up like me. No one else should suffer this fate.
The fate of being a man from the north. Right, we could actually get an additional jump on top of our additional jump. Could be excessive. That's like a hat on a hat for how we play. That low gravity energy projectile. Take this. Whoa, what's this? That's the alt fire, okay. We'll take it. Ooh, it's like a... What is that thing? Globules. Let's call it globules, I like that.
Notice, the program has nullified all impact damage variables. Subjects will now experience zero harm when jumping off high buildings. Continue testing and descending.
You got it. Descending slowly into madness. Alright. Destruction debris is a chance to apply laceration to enemies. Could be good, but we can't afford it. Deals damage while ability is charging. Deal additional damage while ability is charging. Okay, the ability for throwing knife. How long is that? 6 seconds. So for 6 seconds after throwing the knife, we do additional damage. Weapon mod. Enemies afflicted with fire will always receive critical hits. We don't have a fire-related thing. We don't need +1 optic, so I think it's going to be this one, and we'll save the rest. We just have to remember to use our throwing knife ability, otherwise it's all for naught. I could have saved that. Could have saved it. Right, what's the obelisk giving us? Reduces a large amount of credits, but will damage you slightly. Right, what's slightly? It's not slight. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's get off that alt fire for a minute. The globules will be useful against bigger enemies, I think. Maybe like this one. May not destroy the entire building, mate. I'm talking to myself on that one. Did I do it? Was that failed? Area cleared. Oh, laser. Ooh, okay, well, it was a little chaotic. I don't really know what I was doing. Things were blown up. But we won, I think. Okay, we're very low on health. That's going to be a factor. Projectiles will create copies of themselves while traveling. Ew. For a shotgun with a spread, that's pretty good. We don't need the 2x optics, so we're going to take the duplicator. So let me have a look at that duplicator. So... Curious if those two link at all? Putting those two together? ducats. Oh, we have so much money. We need to find a store. So there's one coming up. If we can beat this next encounter, but we're going to need to get a lot of stuns off to get a lot of heals. Oh no, they gave us a store first.
Initiating dialogue with hostile entities with non-viable program entities are synthetic algorithms encoded with a singular purpose
Right.
to execute harm. Conversing with program entities will lead to certain decimation.
Echo shot fires an additional projectile. That's pretty dope. Take that, and does that just go? I'm trying to figure out the synergy of these. Destruction will drop freezing bombs. Okay, we'll keep the throwing knife. Have to remember to use the throwing knife. Big challenge there. Oh, we're about to die. Back up, back up, back up. Getting stuns off on these guys, unfortunately. Because he's elite? Oh yeah, he's elite grunt. Don't fall off the edge, get back up. Immediately took damage as soon as I got that heal off. There's a breaks, I'm afraid. Well, this is the health equivalent of paycheck to paycheck. Spicy, spicy, spicy. So I'm having a harder time getting stuns on enemies this time, so I don't think we're going to be successful this particular run. Damage increases the closer you are to the target. That's great for shotgun. Okay. That works. There we go. Oh, you're kidding me! And we're just straight into the boss fight. Okay, we're dead then. We're DA. DEAD. We're dad. I'm so dad right now. Dad so hard. Oh! did more damage than I thought we would.
Back from the dead again. I'm starting to lose count.
Ouch! This is only like the 8th time. Come on, man. You can't count to 8. Ooh. Man, the British educational system has failed you. Okay. So we've got a pretty good handle on the combat of this game with these particular weapons. Let's do something real quick. Okay, here we are. On pretty much full screen. Pretty much full screen. Okay, let me save and quit the game. Close that out. There we go. Okay. Oh, let me load up my list here. So, some of you have probably heard this already before. I'm working on a large video for YouTube. The idea being finding a Destiny 3 or a Destiny 2 successor using the aggregate. So finding smaller indie games that hit individual criteria of what we're looking for. The first one being gunplay. So that's why we're exploring Voidbreaker. We're going to explore a few other games that I won't name just yet, which are kind of typically cheaper, $10 to $15 each. I'm going to find one in each category, and that's going to assemble essentially our Destiny 3 in the aggregate, Moneyball style. If any of you have seen Moneyball or aware of the Oakland Athletics and what they did to use 3 worst players to replace 1 great player in the aggregate, that's what we're going to be doing with Destiny in this YouTube series. Let me just fix my mic there. So when it comes to gunplay, the subjectiveness, the subjectivity of quantifying what makes good gameplay, it's really tricky. You know, I can say, oh, this game has good gunplay, and you can listen and nod and go, he says it has good gunplay, and that's good enough. But that's not how Moneyball works. You need to boil it down to one single number. So that was the Bill James approach with Moneyball, and that's what we're going to be doing here with each category. So I devised a system. I love me a good system. Now I've got to make sure I can get all of this in shot. Okay, so that is all pretty much in shot here. This is my advanced interactive firearm feel index. We're going to use a series of scores in each different category, which is going to land us with a final number. We're going to do this for a series of games. The game with the highest number at the end is the one we pick to be our gunplay. Those lines are very subpar. Fucking shut your mouth. Hey, this is something I did earlier today in a bit of a rush. I have this all written down. I actually have a pretty close to finished YouTube video script as well. The slow slide killed you. Hey, at least I didn't fall off my chair like other people. Couldn't draw lines with a ruler? Who fucking needs a ruler? Is this where we're getting hung up on? It's the fucking lines of the index? Don't insult the Advanced Interactive Firearm Feel Index, okay? I love this thing. It's patented, pending, copyrighted, trademarked, licensed to Epic Games. Shots fired. You thought the Brits are supposed to be proper? This is fucking proper, mate. What are you talking about? Fucking diabolical. Right, where's my pen? You know, holding this up is tiring. I need an assistant. I'm going to keep turning here. Everything over there is crooked. Just look at my teeth, and that will explain everything. So we have audio. So the audio, the feels of the audio when you're firing your gun, the identity of individual weapons. So do I feel like the pistol, the shotgun, the auto rifle have their own feel to them, which a lot of games don't really have. The feedback. So do I feel like I'm understanding what's happening when I'm shooting an enemy? Do I know when I'm getting a crit? Do I know when I'm doing more damage, less damage, or even hitting them? I suppose that would be the feedback. The flow. Oh, am I a bit too close to the microphone? I am kind of talking a bit loud. That's on me. The flow is about being able to chain things together. So for example, in VOIDBREAKER, I can go into a slide. From a slide, I can go into a jump. I can throw my grenade. I can do a dash. I can then aim down sights while in the air, and I can shoot someone. That kind of thing, the flow of the game. A lot of games are quite rigid and static. Destiny isn't that. It's very ability focused. So you want to be able to chain things together, feel like a bit of a badass, You think of using Strand in Destiny, I can swing over here, grapple to that, throw my grenade, cast my class ability, pop my super, and then fire off my gun doing better damage, whatever. We then have impact. So are enemies reacting? Is this a Skyrim situation where they don't react to your attacks? You just see their health go down? Is there staggering? Is there movement? And then we're going to have our final number. These are going to be scaled 1 to 10, and then it's going to be a decimalized average of all those. So with a 7 point something, for example, with a 1 point decimal. So audio for the game. In terms of the gunplay, it's probably going to be a 7. Now, some of you probably don't do a cross with your 7s. I'm curious about that one. That seems to be a weird cultural thing too. The shotgun is what really let it down. The feel of everything else was great, but the sound, very, very tinny, didn't really give that chunky kind of feel that I was looking for. Identity of the weapons, though, although the designs were the same because we hadn't unlocked any skins, I did feel a significant difference. I lost a lot of range with the shotgun, gained a lot of damage in certain ways, close spread, but they all felt unique. And I think that will give us a good 9. Feedback in shooting. They are robots, so there was limited feedback there. I can go back through the footage and, and explore that a bit further, but it never really felt like I was staggering them. I mean, there is an actual stagger feature that's different, but it didn't feel like they were moving much when I was shooting them. That one's going to be a lower number, so 5. The flow is fantastic. The flow is heavy, okay? It's a heavy flow. That one's going to be a 10. Big fan, and if anybody wants to go get VOIDBREAKER, I think it's currently on sale on Steam. Experience it yourself. You might disagree with my numbers. Impact. I guess that's kind of linked in a little bit with the feedback. In fact, let me correct myself there, because feedback, based on my earlier description, would be different. So let me erase this. Love using a whiteboard on Twitch, though. Love using a whiteboard. Feedback, it was actually very good at. It was good at telling me when I was getting crits, higher damage, lower damage, when I was staggering enemies. That side of it is actually fine. I say it's not world beating. For example, and the example I'll use here, headshots in Division 2. Those of you who know. It's a satisfying sound, it's a satisfying feel. You know when you've got a headshot. Even if an enemy's barely peeking out of cover and you just manage to clip just a tiny little section of their head, boom, you get yourself right there with that satisfying feel, the yellow damage number. I think it's yellow anyway. So feedback is actually fine. That's going to be a lot higher. That's going to be a 7. But then impact will be a 5. So I'm going to be doing this for each of the games. VOIDBREAKER, we've just about done. We've seen what we need to see. We're not going to be playing these games to full 100% completion. Every now and again I'll jump back in when I feel like I need to refresh myself about what the score is. But we're going to, get our average number, our magical number, and we're going to go from there. So following VOIDBREAKER, in the next streams, you're going to see the next game. We're going to try and maybe do 2 streams per game. We'll see. And we'll go from there. The streams will typically be longer than this. This is only, what, 2.5 hours here. But then the gameplay will also be uploaded to the YouTube channel. I think it's youtube.com/HewsonPlays. Apparently you can't hit the notification bell. Doesn't actually do anything for you, according to Meg. So we'll go from there. But this is the idea of the project. This is just the gunplay section. I'll then put together a proper video explaining all this. It's nerdy, it's sad, it's Moneyball, it's statistics. But it's about building Destiny 3, which is seemingly not going to happen in the aggregate for the similar value of a full-priced AAA game. And we're going to go from there. It's going to be indie games. It's going to be smaller, like AA games too. I don't want to exclude games that are technically from a publisher, so they're not indie. But they still kind of represent that indie feel and indie pricing. So it's sad, I know, but this is what I'm working on. While I'm in my current situation where I'm not allowed to work currently here in the US, I figured this is a use of my time. But that is the Advanced Interactive Firearm Feel Index. Patent pending, copyrighted, trademarked. And we bring it back in close. Tight, 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 tight. Here we are. So the game we're going to be looking at next, more than likely, I'm trying to find it because it's here in my list somewhere. Probably going to be either Trepang 2, or Gunfire Reborn. These are both smaller games with a very different focus than VOIDBREAKER. And we'll do the same thing. We'll run them through the same rigor, get the final score for them, and then at the end we'll see where it compares to VOIDBREAKER. Currently number 1 because there is only one. But let me know what you think. Obviously, you've only been watching the gameplay from me, probably as a second screen experience. But if you disagree with the scores, let me know. But that is the crux of what we're working on. Once we've completed this gunplay section, and I've published the YouTube video for that section of the series, we'll then move on to the next. I think I listed some of them before: loot, lore, end game, social space, those kind of things. Social space is going to be a very interesting one. We're going to have to be looking at some MMOs. I have been toying with the idea of getting into an MMO and forcing myself to look at maybe a smaller one that isn't a World of Warcraft or a RuneScape. Would be an interesting experience, especially if there's a community, because we're looking for social spaces. But that's going to be the project we're exploring in the next few weeks. So I'm very excited. Between this and the World Cup, plus family life as a husband and a stepfather, my time is pretty full. But I'm really looking forward to doing this. This is the kind of thing I'd want to do if I ever came back to streaming, which is, you know, a set project with a set end to it. But we'll see how it goes. So, with that being said, thank you for joining me today. It's been cool having you all here. Despite the insults of my line drawing, I'll have to go break out my my ruler and get an improved version. It's a work in progress. Okay. The index is flexible. It's fluid. So go from there. But thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Probably Monday. But before then, you probably have more YouTube videos coming out through the Destiny 2 series, going through the new light experience on a fresh account. Boy, is it freaking weird to do. You know, being made to do the first mission of Renegades when you're a baby in that game, just to get to the next Guardian rank of like Guardian rank 3, to be able to use mods on your weapons and armor. It's ridiculous. But I'm continuing through that, enjoying it quite a bit though. The end goal of the Destiny series is to get to the point where that particular character can solo a dungeon. Probably Spire of the Watcher, just because of what that dungeon means to me, but we'll go from there. But have a great morning, afternoon, evening, folks. I'm predicting a 3-1 win to the United States against Australia in a couple of hours. I think it's going to be an impressive game, but I think the US are going to overwhelm them on the attack. That's my prediction. Put your bets in. Feel free. Just don't blame me if it doesn't come out right. And that's it. You can go now.